Good evening. Hello, hello. Wednesday night, my favorite day of the week because we have Wow Wednesday. Testimonials from Solex, everything Solex. AO Scan is my favorite, of course, because that's our flagship product. And the stories that we hear every single week of our own experiences, experiences that we've offered other people. I mean, every week, literally, I am in wow. Seriously. So I want to go ahead and get started. I know we didn't quite get all of them last week. I think we ran out of time and didn't hear some, and we've got some other travelers that have a whole bunch. But we're going to go ahead and get started. This is Wednesday, October 1st. It is so great to see you, and I'm so grateful to have you here with us tonight. And Marianne, my amazing co-host in Canada, is going to help facilitate this call with me. Marianne, do you have anything to say this evening?
I just want to welcome all our Solex family, and I know that we have guests popping on, and actually new family. There's a lady
Yay!
that's just joining us. She just called me just before. So as soon as we get off this, she's joining, and she's super excited. She has teams ready to go down in Mexico. So,
Excellent.
so that's fantastic. But I want to welcome everybody, and I just want to say that any stories that you hear tonight are not intended to prescribe or diagnose. We make no disease claims. We're working with information technology that you're going to learn more of. So, anyways, take it away, Sheila.
Okay. Well, surprisingly, it's filling up tonight. Thank you all so much for your diligence because I failed to get the emails out. So, who would like to start the call tonight and share something with us? Anyone? Just unmute yourself or raise your hand, whatever you prefer. We are so excited to hear from you.
Well, let's
I'll
just let
start if that's
Jason jump
okay.
right in. Oh, who do we have?
Shalu.
Oh, Shalu. Yay. Okay. Way to
Jason can
go.
go right after me. I just have to share about the AO pet. Oh my goodness. I came back with it and our dog, beautiful husky, something's going on with that back hip and the right side. And so I wrapped her up and you should have seen the smile on her face. Like she was just loving it. And there was like a little something hard you could feel like about an inch, right? 20 minutes in, go to feel, it's way smaller. And then the next day we did it again, almost gone. But you should see, like, I mean, those pictures, she was posing for me. She was just like, okay, take it from this angle and that angle. She was so happy. Tried to get it on the cat. That was a little bit more of a challenge, but we did get it on him. And but it's amazing. And then again today, my son put it on her belly instead of the top, like underneath, and she just loves it.
Oh.
So it's just amazing. And that because they can't talk. So when you can do something that just makes them feel better, it just feels so good. And then, they're happy because they're just sitting in your lap, licking you and everything else. So it is amazing. So if you have a pet, you really want to look at the AO pet. Thank
Oh
you.
my goodness. And those of you that might be new or watching the replay and don't know what that is, we just launched the red light therapy for pets at Day of Discovery just a couple of weeks ago. This is phenomenal. Who else has pet red light therapy? Nobody that I've seen. So this is really huge because our pets do need loving care. They need healing frequencies and red light therapy, and especially the older ones or those that have had any kinds of injuries. So Shalu, that is such a blessing.
Plus, they opened up the comprehensive scans for pets. So that
Yes,
even is more tools for our fur babies. It's so cool what Solex does. I just love this family, this company so much.
me too. Me too.
Thanks,
All right.
Shalu.
All right. Don't be shy. We know you have
All
stories.
right. I gave
Okay, here
everyone
we
a
go.
chance. Okay, go ahead, Karen. I'll let Karen go first because we can fill up every space every time you have it right now.
Okay, I'll just say that within 9 days of using Inner Voice, my brain woke up. I thought I was in detox state in my brain, but I was starving myself of protein. Not intentionally, but it happened just by the decisions that I made in the spring. I'm doing intermittent fasting. I've been doing that since the beginning of the year. And I found that my meals were getting so close. My breakfast was later. My dinner was earlier. There was no lunch. There was an evening snack, all within the intermittent fasting timeline. But I made the decision in May, I think it was. I've written it all down, so I have it, a synopsis of it. I reduced my protein at dinner from 6 ounces of sockeye to 3 ounces of sockeye. I ate that every night until I introduced eggs in June, late June. Eggs used to make my skin itch, and because of Solix, that doesn't happen anymore. So I was safe to do eggs. And again, that reduced the protein that I was getting. And I also wasn't using a smoothie. I would put protein powder in a smoothie and I would make batches of them and put them in my freezer. But because of using the Solix, I can't remember what part that is. It tells me what I can eat and what I can't eat. Easy Scan. So, yeah, I stopped doing those smoothies so I wasn't getting the protein powder in those, and reduced my dinner time protein by 50%. So those two things combined created complete brain fog for me. I thought it was detox symptoms. I said to Marianne a couple of weeks ago, I wonder if this is how people feel when they have depression, because that's what I was feeling. Depressed, not able to make good decisions, not able to make any decisions some days. And so when I put on the Inner Voice, I started that September 19th. And within a couple of days, I realized that it wasn't detox, it was brain fog. And then I went back through my notes because I write down everything that I eat and all the supplements and stuff. And I realized that it was a lack of protein. So by the time I ate the protein, the 6 ounce portion of sockeye, by the time I went to bed that night, my brain had already recovered a lot and continues to recover.
Do you think that also it could be the inner voice shifting on a subconscious level to some other stuff? Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
My question was listening to the inner voice what helped you recognize that the protein was an issue?
It wasn't anything that it's as though it turned on my brain.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Looking at my fingernails had done a great improvement over the spring, but then now they look the same as they did in May. So that I haven't lost any ground with that, but because of a lack of protein. The lack of protein has affected my liver or my kidneys and my lungs.
Yep.
Everything in my body that protein feeds, which is everything in my body, was deprived.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be making that mistake anytime soon.
Okay, excellent. That is a really great story and really great for people to hear. And for those of you that maybe haven't been with us before, our inner voice is kind of like the foundation of the AO scan, and it was recently upgraded. And so it's so much more powerful than it's ever been. And we are having amazing testimonies and results with that. So thank you so much for sharing that, Karen. That was really powerful.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so we just got back from 3,400. I'm not letting anyone else get in now. We just got back from doing 3,400 kilometers in 10 days or whatever for our healing tour with other modalities and the AO scan. My sciatic was really starting to act up the last few days. And so I went into the Homeo and I found the sciatic and I ran that. And for about 30 minutes, I didn't really feel a difference. So I'm driving and I'm like, Melissa, can you take a look and change it up? Because that's not working. So she changes it from Homeo to
just under frequency, just the sciatic nerve. Because Jason always tends to go for the remedy, like the healthy drug, where I go for the frequencies first, or create a playlist. So I just put it in sciatic nerve, and
And so about 25 minutes later, my sciatic was totally calmed down, feeling good. So that was all great. And then 2 days later, we're driving again and it starts flaring up and it's bad. We're on our way home and it was really bad. And so I'm like, put it back in again. Seriously, within 2 minutes, it was like my body's like, oh, you again. Yes, bring it in. It was like almost immediate. It was so incredible. I'm like, my body is learning these frequencies that help. I just went out for about almost a 2 hour motorcycle ride this afternoon, which really flares up my sciatic. Not a tingle, not a anything. So
Were you playing it?
no, I didn't play anything, but the body's just received it and held it now.
No.
That's just
Excellent.
one of our stories. Go ahead.
What story? We have so many. So as part of our new client protocol on these road tours, I've been just doing, the 100 scan challenge, and I will do an inner voice for everyone that comes in. So at the end of their treatment, they end the treatment with a 12-minute inner voice session. And I cannot believe they know nothing about anything else about the scanner, but the amount of people that were just like, wow, like what is this? So it was kind of crazy, like it's a different way to presenting the AO scan that we have never done before, but I think that I'm going to start using it a little bit more because I used to say to people, okay, give me a pain that's in your body, and I would just broadcast frequencies, and then when they received, the relief, then I would share more about it. But now it's like, no, the inner voice, because man, those emotions, they really
don't even
are.
know. They don't even know they have the
Yeah.
issue.
They really are the root cause of a lot of the chronic pain. So it was really great. We introduced it to so many people. I have so many follow-ups to make this week. Just getting the word out, just getting the word out. We have Fred on the call today who signed up when we were in
Saskatoon.
nope, Medicine Hat
yeah.
is where we met him. So he's on the call. He's driving home to Winnipeg, right, Fred?
Yay, Fred. Welcome,
Bye, Fred.
welcome.
Safe travels, Fred.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we had a great time.
Yay. How exciting.
Oh, and a shout out to Karen Bradshaw, who finally made it on, our new Solex family member also. Welcome, Karen. We'll be
Yay.
talking to you right after. Yeah.
Welcome.
Do we have any other stories? Because, like, man, these stories are exciting.
Okay, so
Hey.
I can share
Hi guys.
if no one else does. No?
We got Karen. Oh, Karen Bradshaw. She's going to do one. Okay. Hi, Karen.
Hi. I just sorry, does the other person want to go first? I kind
No,
of
you're
kind
good.
You go
Go.
first. You go.
You go.
Okay. I want to say that I have a really cool story to tell you guys about how powerful that machine actually really is, because in February I was diagnosed with Graves' disease. It came out of nowhere. I went to bed one night and woke up the next day. My left side of my face swelled up. I got a fever a couple hours later, and then I got very sick for almost 2 months where I literally could not even get off the couch. I had to have friends pick my son up, bring us food. It was really, really foggy and crazy. And so I had gone from very healthy. I was just getting ready to start a group on anti-aging. This is what it's like to be 50 and healthy. And I've been a practitioner for 30 years now. And I own my own wellness center. And this Graves' disease, the way it hit me was there was nothing I could do to cure it. And it was very upsetting because, I've helped people cure cancer in their body and all sorts of things. But this just was so it just overpowered me so much. And I got to a point, this happened to me 3 times. I had 3 episodes of this left side of my face swelling up, the fever a couple hours later. And then I would get really sick and like to the point where I couldn't move. And So I was in a fear base at that point because nothing was working and I was just getting worse and worse. And so it got to the point where I had actually given my daughters my jewelry, and I decided to take my son on a trip when I was feeling half decent. And it was a spur of the moment thing where 3 days before that, we had no idea we were going to Puerto Vallarta. And 3 days later, we were on the plane to Puerto Vallarta. And I was good on the plane. Everything was fine. We got there. Everything was fine. I woke up the first morning there with the left side of my face swelling. And I was waiting for the fever to start. And so I freaked out and I contacted Marianne, and she right away put me on the Solex and started feeding me frequencies. And in that other process, I also ended up at a clinic there that is the owners are from Canada, but some friends of friends knew each other. So I got to the clinic and I did IVs there. And I miraculously did not get the fever. And it happened every time I would get the fever and I would get very sick, and I did not get sick. I kept thinking that it was the clinic and the IV, but then I was like, that just doesn't make sense. So it is the frequency. It is the frequency that I haven't had an episode now for, like, I went in July. I haven't had my thyroid goiter is down. It was actually quite big. I am able to work 10 hours a day, whereas before I went to Mexico and before Marianne got me on the machine, I was only able to work till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I would come home and sleep so that I could get up and work again the next day till 1. So thank you, Marianne. And because of this, I am joining the team, and so is the clinic.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my heart was just breaking listening to you. And I am so grateful that you have a solution and that you're getting your health back. And now you can minister to other people.
Yes.
And Marianne, thank you.
Erin has a huge heart to help people. And I just know that this is a really big turning point for her in her life. And, with our support and the company behind her and my teams that everybody here, we all support each other.
Yeah.
And so I'm just super excited to welcome everybody and, your leadership too, Sheila. We all do this together as a team. The whole company is a team.
Yep.
So I'm super excited to have Karen on board. She's gonna help a lot of people. Yeah.
Wow. That was amazing. Thank you so much. I'm glad that I can dry the tears because that was really hurting.
Yeah.
Whew. Well,
Do we
welcome,
have something-
welcome. We're so excited. I know we've got new people, and that just lights my fire because we are reaching, we have something the whole world needs. The world needs what we have. This isn't even a negotiable. It's not a luxury. It's a necessity. And people don't know we have it if we're not telling them. So we've got to tell them. And that's why I love this group, because you guys are like warriors. So you hear of somebody going through something, you're like, let me jump right in there and see if we can do something. And then they get an experience. Well, now they need it too. And now they can give other people experiences. I'm just, that is what we need, and that's what they need from us. So thank you so much, all of you, for your efforts. And wow. Shalu, you've got your hand up.
I was just going to say, because when I came home, the hub was waiting for me. So a friend of mine, dear friend of mine, who has been suffering for the last 3 years, literally, she was later diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, I think it's called. She hasn't been able to eat anything, everything like milkshakes, and that's all she can do. And so I was excited to get the hub and the rain and then start the protocol. So she's on it right now as we speak. Today is day 14. And my rain arrived 5 days into it. So we're day 9 of the rain, right? And it is unbelievable that the two things, the impact, she is able to, she noticed that because she had a very deep cut in her tongue and it was always white, almost like thrush. The color's coming back and that groove is filling. She is
Wow.
able to cough and sneeze now, which she has not been able to do in so long. She's actually salivating. And the day that I had all my QLAs here to feature all these things, I had some snacks out, and she actually was able to chew on a pickle and an olive and eat it. And she's like, oh my God, that tasted so good. Not only that, I mean, she was losing motor control. Like she couldn't lift anything, right? Heavy. We had to help her to the car and stuff like that. Well, that day when I had everyone here, she literally picked three of us up, like off the floor. And I'm
Wow.
like, holy crap. So her strength is coming back. Like we still got, because I leave for Portugal. So it'll be 24 days that we'll get to do before I leave. So we're going to do it every single day for the 24 days. But already the changes that we are seeing, it is unbelievable.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Wow. Myasthenia gravis is not fun. And to know that we have a company that is making the most advanced healing and wellness technologies that are available and making them affordable so that people can have their own healing centers in their own homes. What a blessing. Thank you so much, Shalu. That is amazing.
Oh,
That's
thank
a
you, Solex. To be able to help
story.
people like this,
Yeah.
it's just it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like unbelievable.
Was she doing inner
And
voice too, or just the
yes,
just
oh my God. The new inner voice, my husband is addicted to it. Every 3 days he goes, I think I need to check it again because, it's like, and it changes because he's upgraded those emotions, right? Like they've changed. So he's like, I need some new tunes. And she's been using it. She'll literally put it on her phone and put it in different parts of her body where she feels blockages. So that vibration really helps to bring it around. Like the new inner voice is just, I mean, everyone's got to try it.
Yeah.
Try it, do it. Don't even try it. Like you'll be hooked. That's just how it is,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually
amazing.
crave it. After using the other one for 3 years, I'm
Mhm.
really shocked that now my body's like, would you please go do that? I'm like, okay.
Doing it with the hub is like another level.
Mhm.
Holy cow.
Mhm.
Like we had the hub with us on the road trip and we were using it as often as we could because we were working long days. And one of our clients, she specifically wanted to come and try this out. She suffered from a stroke 7, 8 months ago, and had lost all
Actually,
working
no,
capacity.
it's over a year ago.
A year now.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's over a year.
She's lost all working capacity of the right side of her body, and she's right-handed, so she had to write with her left hand, and so she was super excited to come and try this out. And I said, well, it's a 28 days, like it's not just one time thing, but come and try it out just so you get an experience. And so she had to arrange transportation. She lives over an hour away from where we were. So like it was a mission for her. So when she got to where we were at, about 7 days after we'd last talked to her, we believe she had another stroke. She was not the same person. Like things were not functioning. Her conversation with us was not good. Like
She knew who we were. She recognized us. She knew she knew why she was there, but nothing she was saying was making any sense at all. So I took her up to our makeshift clinic, and we just decided that we weren't going to treat her. But I did have her listen to a inner voice, so she could, she gave us her voice clip, and I put the inner voice or the headphones over her ears, and I just watched her. And she closed her eyes, and she was just like back and forth, and she'd open her eyes. And then in a very calm voice, she said, "Ugh, this is really hard." She said, "I want to go home, but I don't know the way."
Mm.
And she would look at me, and it's like her eyes were empty, right? And she would close, and she says, and I said, "Are you doing okay?" So I lifted the headphone up and I said, "Are you doing okay?" And she said, "I can just feel it so deep. It's just going so deep." And so I continued to let her listen to it, and my heart almost stopped a couple of times, because she was just really,
She was struggling to breathe.
yeah, and it was, becoming very, very hard for her to breathe. I ended up wheeling her down in her wheelchair down to where her driver was, and she continued to listen to the music. And I didn't realize this until later, but what was happening was that she was transitioning.
Oh my God.
And we got a call about an hour later that she had passed.
Wow.
So, not to say this is anything, to be worried about, but this was going to happen regardless. But the fact that the inner voice harmonics just led her into Jesus was just unreal. It was unreal to witness this. And I didn't know if I wanted to share this. I didn't know if I was going to be ready, but it was, I remember her making comments, like she just wanted to go home and she just didn't know the way. And then when it's like, I could see this happening, like I could feel this happening. So, and I didn't want this happening in my room, right? So I opened, or I
Took the headset
took
off.
the headset off, and I talked to her. And then she says, "Where am I?" Like she was in between where she was going. And she says, "Where am I?" And I said, "Do you know who I am?" And she said, "Yes, you're Melissa." So she knew who I was, but she had no idea where she was. She was caught, right? She was, and then yeah, in that next hour, she went home.
Wow. Wow. And what a gift for her to have such an amazing way to transition. Seriously. Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
To take some of that confusion, though, she was peaceful, before, and just like it was a peaceful moments and a beauty that you bestowed upon her, and
Mhm.
maybe stopped this confusing thing, like
Mhm.
that's a beautiful story.
Yeah. Hard.
Beautiful story.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
It was hard, but yeah, I was actually, both Jason and I, we were so at peace with it, that that she came needing our help. We did not ever imagine that was going to be the outcome, but
Yeah.
it was it really needed to happen because her life was just not what it was meant to be. So
Yeah.
it's good.
Wow. Wow. Well, guys, I really hate to close this call because I'm sure there are still dozens of other stories, but please come back next week. I will be gone, but Marianne will be hosting and maybe Shalou co-hosting. That'd be amazing. And it has been so amazing to see you and hear from you and these stories. Like I said, every single week. Wow. Every week. So hop on
So
the
where
Solex call.
Okay,
Go
let's
ahead.
hop on. So it's Soul. If you go to YouTube, just put in Solex LLC, and you're going to see the update call, and we'll see you on there. Thanks,
Weekly
Sheila.
update.
Thanks,
Love you all
everybody.
so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
guys.
folks.
Bye.
Thank you.